right, this is the 5.4 practice page. I'm just going to go through these examples with you so that you can understand what we're doing better. So, we are trying to decide if the blue triangle and the yellow triangle are congruent. And I have a side, angle, side on the blue and a side, angle, side on the yellow. So I'm going to use SAS, side, angle, side, and I'm going to prove that Q, Y, T. So I went down the 1 to the marked, down the 2. And so to write the equivalent triangle that it's congruent to, it'd be C to K to P. Let's look at number 2. So again, when I look at this triangle, I am legally allowed to do a couple things. I can mark vertical angles, I can mark shared sides, and I can mark angles with parallel lines attached to them. So, blue and yellow share a side, so I'm going to put 3 marks on this. That shows me that blue has got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that tells me it's a side, side, side congruency, and ADC. A down the 1 side, over the 2 side. So that means I'm going to start at C, up the 1 side, over the 2 sides. C, B, A. All right, let's look at this one. Now this one, they overlap, but I'm still comparing yellow and blue. I see some vertical angles, but those aren't really going to help me, but I do see that this has a shared side. So now I have a side, angle, side on my blue, and a side, angle, side on my yellow. So this is an SAS. And we know that JMK, so down the 1 to the corner across the shared. So I'd have to go L, K, M. And those are the 2 triangles that are congruent. If I wrote MLK, that'd be wrong. I have to keep it in the right order. Number 4, let's see. I've got an angle, side, side. Angle, side, side. And I've got an angle, side, side. Remember, yesterday in math, we talked about what we do not have in Happy Math Land are angle, side, sides, because look what word that spells. Not what we want. So, because it can't be side, angle, side, and it's not side, side, side because the sides aren't marked. If it was here, here, and here, that is side, angle, side. If that were the case, it would work if they were both marked like that, but they're not. So that tells me that this one, I can't prove congruency. So I'm going to write not congruent. I can't prove it. It may be possible, but the information we are given, we don't know for sure. So we just write not, not congruent. All right. How about this one? I see a shared side, so I'm going to go ahead and mark it. I see that the blue has a 1, 2, and then our shared side 3. 1, 2, shared side 3. So that tells me that it's side, side, side is the rule. And what matches, I'm going to go C to F to E. Oh, sorry. I wrote it already. I did E, C, F. So up to C, over to F. So that means I go down to D, over to F, E, G, F. Okay. All right. So I have vertical angles, and I can mark those, but now I have an angle, side, side. And we cannot have any of those in math, so let's not mark that. All right. But I see this this little arrow right here. It means that these lines are parallel. And remember how we learned that alternate interior angles are congruent? Well, now I have a side angle side and a side angle side. So this will be congruent side angle side, and we JDA. So up the one to the corner, down to the middle. So MEA. Number 7, I have, it's already marked. There's nothing I can mark because they're not parallel, they don't have a touching side, and there's no vertical angles. But I have an angle side, side, and an angle side, side. Well, they're both the same thing, but they're not SSS or SAS, so we cannot prove that these guys are congruent. So I'm just going to write not congruent. And number 8. Well, I see vertical angles that I'm going to go ahead and mark. We know that vertical angles are congruent. So I see a side angle side. So this is an SAS. It matches on the bottom. SAS. All right. ABC. ABC. So across the one with no marks, down the one with one mark. So EGC. So that's how we prove that those triangles are congruent. All right, we're going to do the same thing on the bottom part of the page that we were doing on the top part, but instead we have to use these words to mark them up to see if they're congruent. AB is congruent to CD. AB, CD. Now we know those are the same. AB is parallel to CD, so I'm going to draw these little parallel marks. Okay, when I have two parallel lines, I know that my corresponding angles are congruent, and D is the midpoint, so D is right in the middle between B and E. So if he's right in the middle, that side is the same as this side. So now when I look at these triangles, I have an SAS. That proves that they are congruent. On number 10, I have a shared line. I'm going to go ahead and mark it because I know it's congruent. KM is congruent to NM, so they get 1 mark. LK is congruent to LN. They get 2 marks. So now the way these are marked up, I have, sorry, I got sidetracked. This is going to be an side, side, side. All right. On number 11, we're going to mark the shared side. It says AD is congruent to AB, and it already marked that for me. It also says the AC, so this line, AC, this line right here, it says it bisects DAB. That means we cut that angle in half if something bisects it. And now I have a side, angle, side. All right, because I'm a genius, I'm going to go ahead and mark the middle on number 12. JM is congruent to NM. JN is congruent to MN. L is the midpoint. So if L is halfway between these guys, that means that this one is equal to that one. When I look at this, I get a side, side, oops, side, side, side.